We are back in the Five Points neighborhood at Sunray Cinema, and I'm with Shayna to learn all about this place. And, well, it's a key date because the Oscars are a couple days away. And I want to learn about here, but also what you guys are doing for a lot of the movies that people could catch and see in a theater.
Sure. So one thing that we like to focus on this time of year is our Oscar-nominated shorts program. We do the live action and the animated films. And that's, you know, when they get to that part on the Oscars on the short film, and you go, oh, there were short films. I didn't see any of those. That short films do not necessarily ever get the theatrical release that other features do, of course. And so the Oscars pack them all into a little program, and they have them available for theatrical exhibition. And not everybody does make room for it, but at Sunray, it's like at the heart of what we do is making room for movies that you need to make room for. And so we'll play those here for a full week at least.
And that's the way that you want to see it in an actual theater, so that's really important. And then let's talk about some of the bigger pictures, but even some of those fly under the radar and they weren't released in a lot of theaters.
They sure do. Jojo Rabbit is a really good example of a film that we brought in for its initial release in the winter, and then when the Oscar nominations came up, we brought it back. Parasite's another fantastic example, phenomenal foreign language film that we picked up, and then we picked up again, and just the reception builds and word of mouth builds, and here we are, and we're just bringing everybody in. Little Women, 35mm print is going to play here. Sure, it's played elsewhere in the city, but to see it in 35mm is just an incredible opportunity, and it's such a good film.
Yeah, and then also 1917.
Yes. Oh, you can't forget about that. That has gotten such an incredible number of nominations and is bringing in people who aren't necessarily, I don't want to stereotype, I wouldn't peg as looking for war movies, but because it's not a war movie, it's a lot of people telling me a peace movie and a story about people working together.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole thing, really, you know, it's a part of the arts, and you guys do such a great job of that. So let's talk about, you know, this place in particular, right? So it's so different, it has such a unique vibe. As soon as you walk in, you see all of this art. So who did this art?
Oh, the artwork around you, incredible artist team, Sean Thurston and Crystal Floyd came together when we opened 8 years ago and really created this Florida movie monster feel that we wanted to have going in our lobby.
And then some of this art, it kind of made its way over next door to the cave.
So we've got Monsters in a Swamp was our theme here, and then the artists especially are really passionate about Florida's natural springs, and you know, a slice of real Florida is our motto over at the Pizza Cave, and so that's an underwater cave that feels like, you know, this same weird, wacky Florida that we all really love a whole lot.
Exactly. Wacky Florida, but that's what we love. That's what we are all about. And then, obviously, we're talking about the cave, so let's just bring up the food, because part of the experience here is when you walk up there, you know, there's a lot of different options that you could have that are different from some of those bigger theaters.
Sure. Everything that we have is made in-house. It's delivered to your seat. We make it really, really easy, and we make it really, really delicious. We have a ton of options depending upon what you're looking for. There's always something that we have for you.
And if people want to learn more about Sunray Cinema, or maybe just what's playing, where can they go?
I hate to say it, but the Facebook, man, is what it's all about. The Instagram. I don't know what this business would be like without it, but we are fortunate to have a gazillion people who want to know what's going on, and we've got real-time changes, schedules changing, all kinds of stuff, so it's the best way to stay tuned to what's happening.
All right, well, thank you so much for opening up your doors and giving us a tour. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.